Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to talk about IVs, because in the ER a skill you really have to know and you have to master is IVs. So there's a couple different sizes of IVs. There's a 24 gauge, which is usually yellow, 22 gauge, which is usually blue, 20 gauge usually pink, 18 gauge usually green, 16 gauge usually gray, and biggest 14 gauge, and that's usually orange. In the ER we tend to use 20s and 18s because those are the ones that we can get blood from, and we can give blood and we can give most medicines in a 20 and 18 relatively easily. 20 and 18 is the most common in the ER. We usually reserve 22s and 24s for pediatric patients, just because it's really not fair to stick a little kid or a little baby with a really big needle. I mean, it's probably not even going to fit in their vein anyway. And sometimes to do a really hard stick, like a dialysis patient or a CHF, we may have to use a 22, just because their veins are already really difficult anyway, so 22 may be all we can get into them. 16 and 14, those are usually reserved for the trauma patients, and the patients who are actively bleeding out. I put in one 16 gauge before. That was when I was on orientation. Coolest experience! Flush is great. Pull's great. Great IV at 16. A 14 though, on the other hand, it's even bigger. The only thing is, with the 14, yes, you can put a bunch through it, but the catheter as well as the needle is so big that it basically encompasses the entire vein. So like after the initial needle stick, you can get blood and stuff from the initial needle stick, no problem, because they bleed really easily. But like after the initial needle stick of a 14, you can't really get blood from it because the catheter is like right up next to the vein. So like pretend that's the vein. The catheter for a 14 literally encompasses that whole vein. So it's kind of hard to pull blood after the initial needle stick. And really, if they're that sick where they need a 14, they probably just need a central line or an art line anyway. But in the ER, one of the things is being able to get the hard sticks and seeing the biggest IV you can get to people. That's like a thing we have in the ER. But other than that, 18s and 20s are the go-to, because you can put blood through a 18 or a 20. Some hospitals are different, but at least with our protocol, you can get blood through a 20. And it goes really well. So 18 and 20 is usually the go-to in the ER. And other than that, I will talk to y'all in a different video. Y'all have a good day.